I seen something that popped up on my page. It appears to me that there's a pastor uptown in Harlem that said rap music is for the violent, degenerate mind. I don't know who he is. I'm not a church person. This might be a mega church. I think I've heard of it before. I know it's uptown on like 120 something. Let me sit up for this one. I want to hear what he got to say. I want to see if he's speaking the truth, speaking the gospel, or if he's just, if it's just blabber. Let's get it.
Rap music got started in the late 70s, and it became a genre of popping off rhymes to some heavy, if you will, bass guitar and some drums. And it reminded black people of of their ancestry of 2,000 years ago of the jungle. We didn't have violins in the jungle. Not that we didn't have music, but the music was the drums and other items that made that kind of a sound. So when rap music came along, it awakened in black people who had never lived in Africa, never been, they couldn't show you where Africa was on the map. But their DNA remembered that boom, 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 boom. They rejoiced at it. While prior to that, all black artists were performing what is known as bubblegum music, or, if you will, rhythm and blues, or pop music. But when that boom, 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 it connected with 2,000 years ago back in the jungles of Africa. And then coupled with jungle warfare of shooting and killing.
Uh-oh.
Never in the history of the music world, and they're going all the way back to the days of Tchaikovsky and Beethoven and others in classical music or just general music, never has there been the most peaceful genre of communication on planet Earth turned so violent. See, music is a peaceful genre. It's not war. Music isn't about war. It's a peaceful genre of cultural, if you will, interaction. It's music. It's soothing. It's refreshing. It's inspiring. It can make you cry. It can make you think.
I mean, up until now, I kind of think I know where he's going from right here, from its origins of it being a groovy thing, and of course, then it becomes a business. But I kind of see what he's saying. It wasn't about war and violence. It was about peace and I don't know the word, but I see what he's trying to say.
It can make you, if you will, want to create music, but not rap. And you have to listen to this very carefully. Don't reject it. Rap music inspired killing. And just killing other niggas, by the way. Now, they did say shoot the police, but primarily it's killing niggas. And during the early years, when y'all weren't even born, there was a nigga being shot who's a rap. Every day it seemed to me the news, hey, this rapper got shot. This other rapper, then they had a thing called the East Coast, West Coast. What the hell was that? Gangs fighting one another, not to mention Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight and Heavy D. What was that all about? Why kill Tupac? What? Can you imagine Liberace shooting Little Richard? Or Elvis Presley shooting Chuck Berry? I mean, what is this madness? This is madness. This is madness being infiltrated. The problem is now that the people that were young and that received that music, they're now in their what we refer to out of the Gen Xers or the millenniums, their parents, and they're crazy as hell. They don't know that they are. They have no idea of the foundation of their lunacy. They have no idea. So you're not going to get, we have a generation that's almost two lost generations, the Gen Xers. I mean, the Gen Xers and the Gen Zers. Well, let me try to get this straight now. The millenniums and the Gen Zers. A lost generation is almost at the point. There's nothing you can do with a black man that's under 50 years of age. Just the fact you can't do anything with him. You can't do anything because
I don't agree with what he's saying right here. I get what he's trying to say, but I don't agree that you can't do anything with a black man that's under 50 years old. You've just painted a broad brush over the entire race of black men, thinking that we're all hip hop and we're all like just some scumbags. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And he sounds to me to be speaking out of anger, and I understand it. I understand that. I do. When I turned 40, I outgrew hip hop at that point. So to just say that you can't do nothing with a black man under 50 years old is crazy. Not many of us, not many of us that are under 50 years old. Now he does have a bit of a point though. There are a lot of us out here crazy about rap and trying to live out the rhymes. Yeah, he's right. He's right, but that's not everybody. I can't agree with that.
he doesn't. He was raised up. That is the spirit. When we were singing songs of Langston Hughes and singing about a thousand midnights in a cypress swamp, they were being inculcated with this madness of shooting one another. There's you have to turn, it's like trying to turn around a ship in a canal to try to.
Here's the craziest part. Here he is, a black pastor in Harlem, getting at a, a fully black genre of music, black men, black boys. And look at the picture behind him. White Jesus. We can't see the full picture, but that's a white Jesus and his disciples. I feel like now he's just disqualified himself from saying anything about this. I'm going to hear him out because it's only what? It's only about 40 seconds left. I'm going to hear him out, but he has played himself talking crazy like this. I think I need to hear the whole sermon, but talking crazy like this, and look at the picture behind him. He's not even representing the black Jesus, and Jesus was black. There were no white people in the region of that country, in the region of the world that was white. Not in that region. It was black people.
Turn around the society of black people. They're in trouble. You don't see them coming to church anymore. The only thing that they're doing now is turning into homos or queers.
He's talking crazy, man. He's talking crazy, and this is why nobody don't want to go to church. This is why nobody care about going to church, because the pastor be talking crazy. He's not completely wrong. Don't get me wrong. He ain't completely wrong. A lot of us are turning gay, bisexual, getting into all kind of craziness. We in prison. But what are you teaching in your church? Because you have white people behind you. I would never go to his church. For what?
So I'm not here complaining. I'm not doing a Moses at the rock of Massa. That's not what I'm here to do. What I'm explaining to you is what we see going on and what's happening and why it is happening, and is there a remedy to it, and what does Allah have to do with it?
Listen, that's probably just that's more of a, not a snippet, but it's about 5 minutes of change. But listen, no, I probably need to hear more of that to fully understand what he's trying to say, but I didn't I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Especially, come on, man. You are. I don't even know the audience. All right, just because it's in Harlem, don't mean there's black people in there. Harlem has been gentrified too. So to be a pastor and be in there talking like that, who is your audience? Because look who you have on the wall behind you. That means you believe that. That means you believe that. And you talking like that about your own people. All of rap, all of hip hop is not degenerative. It's a lot of positive stuff out there. It's not getting to play because we don't own the music. We don't own the business. And they have an agenda to put out the music that you're complaining about. I would just challenge the pastor to be a little more fair. You know what I'm saying? Be a little more fair. That's not really fair right there. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? But he's entitled. He's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to be wrong too. I'll be back. Brother DQB Radio. Peace, beloved.